So we're going to try this whole metal detecting thing. I decided about a month ago that this would be a fun thing for me to do. And my wife said, heck yes, we'll go do this together. So we're out together for the very first time metal detecting. And I have no clue what I'm doing. The only resources that I have at this point are YouTube videos. I've been watching Dr. Tones and Nugget Noggin and Aquachigger, and any knowledge that I have at this point has come from them, not my own experiences. So I went and I bought the Garrett Ace 400 as a kind of a beginner model. Watched some videos on it, some reviews on it, heard some good things, and I'm out here at this undisclosed location with my wife, and our very first ever find with a metal detector. Man, this is awesome. It's a bottle cap, and it's a fine bottle cap at that. Probably from the I don't know when, because I still have no experience. I don't know what it came off of. It's worth nothing, but I found it all by myself with my Garrett Ace 400. So hopefully from here the finds get better. They get more valuable maybe, but it was still fun digging my first hole and getting my first find as a metal detector beginner. So we'll keep trying and see what else we can find. Well, we're continuing on in our very first ever metal detecting adventure, and I stumbled across that bottle cap, which was incredibly exciting. And since then I found some wire to a farm fence that was very uneventful. But now I found my first money, so I'm starting to pay myself back for the investment of the equipment. And what I found is a modern penny. Pretty exciting. The date on it's 1985. But for all the money that I spent on the equipment, I'm starting to make it all back now, 1 penny at a time. So my very first coin, pretty exciting. We'll hang on to it and see if they get better from here. So it seems like every time real metal detector people go out, the big hits are finding jewelry, finding rings, finding rare coins and that sort of thing. So my wife and I are still out on our very first metal detecting adventure with our brand new Garrett Ace 400, and we just had a good hit. We got it was hitting at like 80 or 85, and we're kind of around a little playground, and we ended up finding a pretty little ring. It says on the inside sterling. I don't know much about it, but for our first time out ever doing this, I think that's pretty cool. I think I'll wear it and it'll look pretty on my fingers, huh? So we'll just keep hunting and see if we can find anything else. So we're still going out here in our very first metal detecting trip, and we got our big money. We're moving into big money now. Our first silver, ended up digging up a quarter. I think it's one of the modern state quarters, but nonetheless a quarter instead of a penny, so that's pretty cool. So we're going to keep going and see what we can come up with. So we're concluding our first time ever metal detecting adventure, my wife and and I guess we did okay. We have no clue what we're doing, so you know, we did the best we could with what very little knowledge we have. I kind of see where some of these guys I've watched on YouTube, how they get so excited. You know, I think of Nugget Noggin, and every time he finds anything, he just gets pretty stoked and gets all wound up. So we were kind of doing the same thing. Everything we found, we wondered if it was that hidden treasure that's been lost forever, and come to find out it wasn't. But at the same token, we learned a little bit today. We were out for about 2 hours, and here's what we found. We ended up finding a couple nickels. All this stuff's modern stuff. Quarter, some trash. One thing I learned from Nugget and some of those guys is take this trash and get it out of the ground, and it just helps everybody and everything. So we're taking our trash, we're going to throw it away. Found a handful of pennies, but right there's our best find for today. Don't know the value of it or if it's real or anything, but we're in a location that we know the people that run and own this property. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this ring and see if we can't get it back to its rightful owner. So that's kind of a cool opportunity too. Hopefully we'll make somebody's day. But for the first time ever metal detecting with our brand new, just took it out of the box, Garrett Ace 400. I think we did okay, and we got some things to learn. And 80s and 90s on that meter don't mean that it's a hidden treasure. Sometimes it's just a pull tab, but it's still fun to dig out. And my wife and I had a blast today together, so that's what it's all about, just spending time together and trying to unearth some of this old history that would have been lost otherwise. So I have no idea what we're going to do with this video, but if it ends up on YouTube or something silly, we appreciate you watching it, and we'll see if we can do better next time.